Busking
It's like a game of chess.
you put your pieces out onto the board and you wait for a response.
No, that's not all.
And you wait for the people to make their move.
Busking is like thrashing an errant child.
Here we go.
Kind of had an interest in busking. Like, he was busking at age 8 in the street with a guitar and amp, but he was playing kind of classical stuff then.
I started busking when I was 14 because I was in school but wanted to have pocket money basically.
James is running a blues night at the ballroom in Canterbury, and I was playing on the blues night. We started busking doing Christmas material, actually.
Yeah, which we're going to get back in.
As it progressed, we got into like Delta blues, you know, and started getting into different styles of finger picking style, and we've always sort of written down stuff. We love great music. If you love great music, you want to sort of, like, as a kid, in cowboy and Indian films, you want to emulate all your superheroes. You want to be like your superheroes. So you dress up like your superheroes, act out like your superheroes, and we kind of did that and ended up with music.
I busk in Canterbury because I live here, but also because it's one of the very few cities in this country where you can busk without a license.
We go all over. We was in Ramsgate the other day. We was in Broadstairs, Margate.
Well, I live here.
I quite like coming here to busk because you don't really need a license, and there's a lot of people around.
Oh, but no one seems to go where she's come from, where she's gonna go. I worked pretty hard at learning to sing and play guitar, so you hope that you get a good response from it. My guitar, I don't think you know she's gone too far. Oh, but it's time. I don't just busk for the money, it's also good just for exposure, and you meet lots of people, and you meet loads of other musicians and people that want to work with you. Where she's come from, where she's gonna go. It's a bit of a hit and miss thing, busking, so you can never guarantee your income. But it kind of evens out. Sometimes you make way too much. Well, not too much, it's never too much money. But sometimes you make nothing. Trust me to break it straight on the first freaking song. For me, busking is pocket money, and I don't do it that often, but a lot of my friends live off busking.
We don't know if it's enough to live on, but can you live in a supermarket? I can't do it.
If you did it every day for hours and hours, you probably could.
But then people get sick of you as
Yeah,
well,
but
so you
then
have to
people get
travel
sick.
around the country.
Yeah.
We've all done normal jobs and end up just being evicted from the situation because we're unhappy, they're unhappy with us, and then we come out in the street and everyone's happy.
No, I don't mind working. Just like the flexibility of busking, sort of on your own schedule.
We're just acting out our rock and roll dream, but we find it easier to do it in the street, because the good thing about this is if you do a gig, then most people we find are drunk when they come up to you and interact. Whereas we don't drink, so it's very difficult for us sometimes, you know. But in the street, everyone's sober and they're saying genuine things, you know, and it's nice.
Foreign money, that's annoying.
Well,
Because a lot of it looks like pound coins, and they come up and they give you a big smile and they put in some money, and you think, oh God, they've got £5 coins. Then you look at it and it's euros.
When people give me euro cents, I get kind of annoyed because I can't really use them or exchange them.
If I'm in Sittingbourne and I get some euros, I get furious.
you can't pay the car parking attendant with euros.
Nobody knows, flutters her wings as flowers grow in her garden, so tranquil and green. I love her energy, beauty paints the sky. She radiates a spirit free, colors soothe my mind.
I've never really had the chance to be like a professional, famous musician sort of thing. And also I'm a little bit unusual and not malleable into whatever little stars they want to have on the chart.
He turned down The Voice UK. He was like, nah. They wanted him on there, and he was like, nah, we'd rather be on the street. So keep with the street, keep it real, keep on the street, and you'll get real people letting you know if they like your stuff.
To sing for your love. Thank you very much. Like Bob Marley, Reef, Free, ACDC, Rayla Montagne, Corin Bailey Ray,
Rage
Joni
Against the
Mitchell,
Machine.
Rage Against the Machine.
Dang.
Yeah, you love Jazzy.
I can't get enough of Chatsy Dave.
I'm quite into soul and the blues, but my favourite music is probably grunge and metal.
You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that floats your boat, right? And turns you on, it flicks your switch, and you're like, yeah.
Well, no, it's just working musicians, really.
Yeah, it's hard to find gigs for every night of the week, so you've got to find some way to sort of make it up. And it's good because sometimes we get gigs because we've been busking.
Gigs is what we want, really. Just more gigs and organisation. We're very poorly organised. So.
You get a lot of crazies coming up to you when you're busking and trying to like tell you about the things and the stuff that it's all just they're very excited because they think you're as weird as they are, and that's always quite weird.
And this girl was just crying with her friend, and she looked relatively sober. She was just booing. She was really pretty, and she just sat down in front of me. And
Booing as in,
she was crying.
not boo, you're
Not like boo hoo hoo, but she was teary, just looking at me. And I was thinking, oh, this is sweet.
We were doing We Three Kings,
Yeah.
and this woman came up and emptied her purse. I think first she gave us a £20 note or something and said, play that again, that's the best version of We Three Kings I have ever heard.
Oh, the funniest thing is when people like wrap up a quid in a little love note with their number saying, I think you're great, here's a quid, like call me, and like you can't even remember which one dropped it in, so I mean it's just they think that's so original, but it's actually happened about 10 times.
And then she got up and wanted to give me a cuddle. So I was like, okay, but then I realised it was actually a kiss. She was very beautiful. So I gave her a kiss.
And then she emptied her purse, and I think another £5 came out, some change, and
Yeah.
that was
She gave us,
ridiculous.
it must have been about 40 quid.
Yeah.
And we had to play it about 7 times in a row, but you know, we didn't really mind.
busking is realising that even though you ain't very good, a lot of people still give you money.
Busking to me is like a kind of slightly rebellious and effective way of making money and playing music.
Busking is reality in illusion. It's living the dream. It's living the dream in reality, but dreaming. So it's a beautiful dream. Sometimes it could be a right nightmare, but sometimes it's a beautiful dream and you think you're flying, you know?